It is a provision contained in the Finance Act 2018, introducing a 1.5% mandatory levy on a worker's gross salary with a monthly maximum deduction of 2,500 for individuals earning a basic salary of 166,000 Kenyan shillings and above, where employers will be required to pay a similar amount for every employee to the National Housing Development Fund. But the newly introduced levy has left a bitter taste in the mouths of those said to be affected. Uneasiness that was all too evident at the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers Annual Delegates Conference.
We are apprehensive because we feel that we would do with mortgage for professionals like us if those people who require would do with mortgage. But the process of having this 1.5 is going to hurt us.
And as the disquiet continues, Deputy President William Ruto is calling for calm. Speaking during the annual delegates conference, Ruto promised teachers an honest and diligent engagement with the government.
Mr. Secretary General, we are willing, we are ready to sit down and engage with you on behalf of KUPPET and the teachers of Kenya so that we can understand how this housing plan will benefit the teachers of Kenya.
Ruto said the government is pushing for the implementation of the Big Four agenda, under which affordable housing falls, so as to transform the country and boost the living standards of all Kenyans.
We want to make it possible for a Kenyan with 5,000 shillings or 10,000 shillings to have a mortgage where they pay 5,000 or 10,000, and in 15 years or 20 years, instead of paying rent of 5 or 10,000, you pay mortgage of 5 or 10,000, and in 15 or 20 years, the house becomes yours.
This even as they say that the government has implemented a raft of reforms aimed at transforming the education sector.
In response to KUPPET's demands, we also harmonized the salaries of teachers with that of other public servants, including the entry level, including all the allowances. And we have employed more than 20,000 new teachers to address the understaffing and extended education services in areas where no previous administration had ever thought of establishing schools. I promise you that we will do more with your partnership.
KUPPET Secretary General Akelo Misori, however, questions some policy decisions affected by the government.
It is the union's view that any policy to address inefficiencies in the education sector must put teachers at the center of planning, execution, improvement of the system. This may sound self-serving, Your Excellency, coming from the union, but it is nothing but the empirical fact that unless we develop our strategies on facts, data collection and so on, we may not have much to assist in this era.
For Channel 1 News, I'm Serafina Roby.